Good morning and welcome to Live Chat with Kat. Today we're talking about Zone 3, the other room, and I'm excited to do that for you. If you are watching this as a recording, just know that this is sometimes a 30-minute chat, sometimes an hour chat, sometimes a 45-minute chat. Today, I'm going for an hour unless we are interrupted because as you can see, there's an RV behind me. We're at the Tiffin manufacturing plant where they give you 3 hours a month, 3 hours at one time to go through your RV and make sure it's in tip-top shape. That's the thing I love about Tiffin. And they could call us at any moment. So if I get called away, I get called away, and I'm sorry. So I thought I'd start early. Hi, Rachel. You're on early with me this morning. Connie Staub Miller is here. Good morning. Lauren Pinnell from Kansas. Good morning. Monica B. Hi, Kat and Mr. B. Hi, Monica. Karen Sunstein. Good morning. Mimi Chapman. Good morning. Mary Sellers. Good morning. And Roll Tide. Absolutely. Joyful Noise Mom. Jocelyn. Good morning, Jocelyn. Who else is on with me this morning? I have 22 people on already. I would appreciate a thumbs up, and I would also appreciate if you would share this channel with your friends. For some reason, it doesn't appear to be shared as much as it used to, and I'm not getting a lot of views. So I think this could be helpful for people. So if you would share it with your friends, I would appreciate it. That would mean the world to me. Thank you for doing that for me. Let's see, Christy Hunter. Good morning, Christy. Irene Hartwig in Manitoba, Canada. Good morning, Irene. B. Nazir Bari. Good morning, B. Nazir. Hi from England. Hi, Marty Watson is here. My little doglet just woke up, so hopefully she'll go back to sleep. Fingers crossed, she's begun to teethe. So like any baby, she's a little more challenging, but actually she's really good. Okay, so today what are we going to talk about? We're talking about Zone 3. Hey, Margaret. We're talking about Zone 3. Mr. B is here. Happy Monday. Before I talk about Zone 3, in case you haven't heard, we are selling our property in Alabama. We have left it. We are heading back to Florida for one reason, family. We missed our family. Now, there are some sub-reasons. One is the weather. It's cold for a long time in Northwest Alabama. And at first that's unique, and after a while it's not so unique. So we're heading back because we miss Florida, and finally we miss our friends, of course. Hi, Lisa Chapman. Good morning. So what we'll be doing is staying here for about 11 days, making sure the RV is in tip-top shape, getting it detailed on the outside, going to the diesel company and having them make sure the diesel is in excellent shape, and then we will roll home. And it's a long road. It's still a long way from here. It's about 600 miles. So we will stop in Dothan, Alabama for a night, and then we'll be in Florida on the evening of the 23rd. Mr. B is sneezing in the background. He's trying to muffle it.
Excuse me.
He's trying to muffle. All right, so today we're talking about Zone 3. Somebody said, what is Zone 3? Well, we're going to talk about that now. Zone 3 is your other room. Now, everybody has an other room, maybe more than one. Even in an RV, I have another room. For me, because we have a living room, dining room, kitchen, master bedroom, master closet, and a hall bath. The hall bath is our other room. So for you, you might have, because you could have a master bath, and that's included in your bedroom. So a hall bathroom is another room, a powder room is another room, a basement, an attic, a garage, a sun porch, a craft room, a child's room, a guest room, etc. Mr. B, did you put your nose in a bunch of flowers this morning? Did you spray your nose this morning with your Flonase?
Yes.
You did? Okay, I try to be taking good care of them. Okay, so those are other rooms, and you might come up with more things that are considered an other room. An office would be another room, but the pantry, that belongs to the kitchen. The living room and the dining room can go together, or the dining room can go with the entryway. That counts. If you have a loft upstairs. If you spend a lot of time in the loft, you can count it as part of the living room. If you don't, it's another room. If there's a playroom, that's another room. So let's talk about what you're going to do in your other room. Number one, I always like you to start with the hall or Jack and Jill or children's bathtub/shower. That needs to be deep cleaned once a month and then wiped out throughout the weeks, okay? But once a month, a deep clean, 15 minutes. So you can delegate that or you can do it yourself, but it is part of your 4 things that you're going to do in zone 3. Now you can stay in the bathroom if it's not totally decluttered, and you can declutter in there. You can declutter under the sink, you can declutter the medicine cabinet if you have one, the linen closet. Those are all things that you can do in the master bathroom for decluttering. The countertops are always a mess, okay? So that's decluttering. You don't want to deep clean this yet because we've got to get all the other rooms decluttered, okay? But what we're doing to take care of this room and keep it in tip-top shape is our weekly home blessing hour, which happens today on Monday. On Mondays, and just talking about the master bathroom, we're going to mop the floor. We're going to swish the sink and swipe the toilet. We're going to clean the spots off the mirror. We're going to dust if it needs dusting. Okay, so the bathroom is going to stay in pretty good shape. It may not be in tip-top shape, and if you have a bunch of little boys, you may have some additional maintenance with the toilet, if you know what I mean. But other than that, just that one time a month in the bathtub, if the room is staying decluttered, if you're doing clutter stops, then you don't have to keep going back in there to do decluttering over and over again. Number 2, your children, if they use that bathroom, need to have jobs like hang their towel up, wipe the toothpaste spit out of the sink. They've got little jobs they have to do, which requires you to inspect what you expect. If you have no children, you just got the spare hall bathroom and no one's taking a shower in there, check it, make sure it's in good shape. One of my clients said, I'll just dust it. But you don't have to do anything if it's not being used. You do have to do the toilet because the toilet will get a ring in it. So you do have to swish and swipe. All right. Now let's talk about another room. So for you, let's say that it's your craft room. Okay, let's say you have a craft room. I have one client who told me she can't even get in her craft room. And she's in a position where she can't because she broke her ankle. So she can't get in her craft room right now. But I told her to sit down and think about the crafts in that room. So if you have a room that is jammed out and you want to work in that room, think about what you want that room to look like when you're done. Okay? So I'm going to stop right now for just a minute and answer a couple of questions about this. And then I'm going to go on. So let's see if you have any questions about zone 3 before I go on, because I don't want to just keep talking. Let's see. Oh, I've got some comments. Lisa, I said, I think good morning to you. So glad you're going back. Family is too important. You are right. Miss Mimi Chapman, God bless you. And Mr. B, thank you. Tony, good morning to all. Tony Rose and Sherry and hi, Miss Kat. Good morning. Hi, Sherry. Margaret said, are you going to be in St. Augustine? Yes, I'm going to be in St. Augustine. All right. And eventually, not the first month. Oh, I'm sorry. My back itches. Okay. So questions about zone 3. Do you have any challenges? What are your zone 3 rooms? Please talk to me. Tell me what your zone 3 rooms are and if those are a challenge to you. And if you want to tell me what the challenge is, just tell me a little blurb, because if there's 52 of you talking to me, I won't be able to answer all of them and get to the end of it. But please don't hold back. All right, Rachel said, when you have several other rooms, how do you pick each month and get to them all? You can't get to them all, Rachel. You pick one that month, because we only hit that zone 3 one time a month, and you stick with it. And then if you're not through with it, the next month you do the hall bathroom and that same room. And the next month the hall bathroom and that same room until that room is decluttered. Then you make sure you're doing clutter stops in that room, and you go to the next other room and you start working on that. Eventually, all of your rooms will be decluttered, and when you're in zone 3, you can do deep cleaning in those zones. Rachel said, my zone 3 rooms all have more than any of the other zones, and that's fine. It's just going to take time. because zone 3 rooms are generally the rooms that we dump things in. And that's the way the system was designed. However, you can always do a project which gives you double time in that room. And I'm not going to talk about projects today, just want to talk about these rooms, okay? All right, Karen says, we have an office craft room as our other room. Some months I will pick a room from the finished basement. That's fine. You know, just get it done until you're done with it. You don't go to the next. Faye says it's her nursery. She's expecting a new baby in June, and my toddler and baby will have to share the nursery. I have to make room, and it's a challenge. Then you definitely need to focus on your nursery. And we are in February, March, April, May, June. You have plenty of time if you focus that hour in that room. Now, you could do a project, which is 2 hours in that room a week, but you'll need to look at some of my videos on projects because I'm not going to address projects today. If you feel like you're not getting it done before you get too pregnant, okay? Let's see. Tony says the shower floor. Tony, you just do the best you can with the shower floor. No more than 15 minutes. You should be able to get it fairly clean. Sue says, good morning. Thank you for your clear guidance and inspiration. You are welcome. You are welcome. I hear somebody stirring. All right, so what else? Any other questions? Ernestine says, good morning from Kansas. I've been here from the beginning, but I couldn't chat until I went out and came back. Isn't that strange? Rachel Pugh, my zone 3 rooms are office, nursery, kids room, playroom, storage room, art corner, laundry, attic. There's so much. That's so much. It is a lot. Pick one. I always say pick the smallest. So start with your laundry room or start with the art corner and do the work in there. And then always clutter stop that. And you get that off of your list. Make sure you make a to-do list so it's not bouncing around in your head making you feel overwhelmed. The fact is, your house is going to start looking better all over. And you're going to be able to focus each week on the thing for the month. And that's the purpose of this. Remember, it's the dripping of water that wears away stone. And I've done, if I recall, about 7,000 appointments, maybe 7,500 appointments since I began mentoring. And I can't tell you the number of women who started out like that and ended up with a perfectly organized and clean home that they are proud of and that's easy to live in. And it just takes consistency. Now, I happen to know that Rachel has two babies and a young school-age child. And those children have a lot of special needs. And so it takes a lot of her time, but she's still doing a fantastic job. When you look at her living room, it looks fantastic. The children's rooms, I know you listed them, but they look great, Rachel. She's getting so good at getting it done, even though there are times where she has to just step back and say, you know what? All I can do is all I can do. And that's fine. And it's going to happen over time. There are people like my friend with the broken ankle. She can't do anything right now. She's 100% off that ankle for 6 weeks. So there's nothing she can do except plan what she wants to do, which is an important step. Sometimes you're sick, your family is sick, and it's all encompassing. Now, you can give yourself an excuse if it's not all encompassing and say, oh, my family's sick, I can't do anything, when really your children are sleeping or whatever, and you can do a little bit. Okay? You're sick. How sick are you? How sick are you? Do you have cramps or do you have really bad cramps? Do you have a headache or do you have a migraine? Do you have a tummy ache or are you throwing up or have diarrhea? These are different levels of quote sick. Sometimes if you worked in an office in your life, you'll know you can go to work not sick, throwing up with a fever, diarrhea, migraine. Those are reasons not to go to work, some infectious thing. But if it's not that, if it's just a sore throat from sinus drippage, you can get your work done. If it's just a little headache, you can get your work done, okay? Joyful Noise said, what is your favorite helpful tip for fostering consistency? I will tell you what it is. Does everyone know? Let me just put it out there for the rest of the girls. What is my special favorite tip for fostering consistency? Do you know? Put it out there quick if you know. I know you know. How do we stay consistent? How do we become the dripping of water? I'm going to wait just a minute. There you go, Karen. Planner. It's your planner. Thank you, Lisa. It's your planner. This planner is going to keep you consistent. And one little trick that I've added is that I put 3 little bubbles. I put a Valentine's Day sticker. I'm so proud of myself. I never put stickers in my book. I put 3 little bubbles. 1, 2, 3 on every day. 13, 14, 15, 16. Clutter checks. Clutter checks are important, but it's the planner. It's the planner. And this means if I check that off, I forgot to check that off. Get my pen and check that off. If I check that off, that means I've looked at my planner and I've done a clutter stop for the morning. So I'm going to put a little check mark there. And that is done. See? Now I've got that I'm going to be working from 10 to 4. And that is actually 9 to 4 on these other days. I put the wrong time. But 10 to 4 today, because I'm on the phone from 9. I'm going live now. But I will stop on my lunch hour and check my planner. And these are the things I want to do today. My morning routine, which is done. What does this say? Laundry, which I need to start. I've got it in there. I haven't turned it on yet because we're waiting to see if we'll get a call this morning. And clutter stops, 2 of them. And I've done 1, but I haven't checked it off until I've done 2. And then in the evening, the after dinner routine, the before bed routine 1, another clutter stop, before bed routine 2. These are my zone things that I'm going to do. And I picked, even though I say 4, I picked 6 because these are so little. Zone 3, I'm going to clean the shower for 10 minutes. I'm going to clean the shower doors for 10 minutes. The whole thing is glassed in. And the little tracks, the little channel. I'm going to clean the walls. They're wooden in there, so I'm going to polish them. I'm going to, I can't even read that for, oh, I'm going to mop the floor super good, not just a real quickie. I'm going to clean the counters in detail and the cracks and things, and I'm going to clean the toilet kind of behind it and all that I don't usually get to, okay? So this is my planner, and then here I've got my focus. My focus this week is self-care. That's my focus. And then that's it. So that's my planner. This is the other side. So this is my planner. And by looking at that planner 3 times a day, you are going to remain consistent because you'll do the things that have to be done. You'll look at your food. For my food, I'm having a Weight Watcher dinner because right now we're in the midst of transition and I don't want to be caught in the middle of cooking and called into the bay. So I'll be having frozen dinners. But that's what you do. You check your planner and you do the work. Now, if you don't have a Kimmy planner, any planner will do. But I highly recommend Kimmy's planner. This is she'sinherapron.com because it is designed for people who tend to be like we are, sidetracked. Maybe some of you have ADD or ADHD. It just has the spaces so we don't have to recreate the wheel every time. We just put it in, check it off. That means we've done it. And leave this planner open in a place you can get to. I spend a lot of my time on this couch because I work in here right now. I'm not going to be outside in where we are now, but when we get settled, I'll be back outside. I usually work outside and talk to my clients if it's beautiful weather. And so, or, you know, tolerable weather, as in the case of the cold weather in Alabama. Hi, Gani. So that's the answer. Kimmy has helped me too after trying so many planners. That's Sue, and that's so true. Hi, Candace. Good morning. Sue said the planner. Lisa said, I struggle so much with my planner. I do have Kimmy's and I'm doing better. Good, Lisa. You know what? It comes down to self-discipline. Self-discipline. Mr. B put the link up for Kimmy's planner. I highly recommend. This is the annual planner. It weighs about 2.5 pounds. But if you think about that, do you ever work with weights? 2.5 pounds is hardly anything. I don't have a problem with this. My little sister Marty, who has severe rheumatoid arthritis in her hands, is having a little bit of a struggle with this. So she needs to go back to the 3 singles. There's 3, you can have it split up into 3 parts. So it'll be 4 months, 4 months, 4 months. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up, Mary Seller said. That's right. All right, so we're going to go back to zone 3. We're going to talk about how you break it up, how you plan to do it. You're welcome, Jocelyn. How you plan to work in your zone 3. So we're in zone 3 right now. First of all, tell me what room you're going to be doing. And then when you're going to do it. So if you're working outside the home or you're working from the home, but it's a full-time job, and that means that you're working at least 6 hours a day, 5 to 6 hours a day, you're not probably going to have the mental energy to do the work that needs to be done during the week. And you want to save that for Saturday morning and do it for 1 hour Saturday morning, and then 1 hour of your weekly home blessing hour Saturday morning. But for those of you who are at-home homemakers, today you're going to do your zone 3 and you're going to do your weekly home blessing hour. So Mimi, she says she loves Kimmy's planner. It's very helpful, and it is. And you know what else? I love Kimmy. Kimmy is such a wonderful girl. She's such a sweet woman, and she's so dedicated and so professional. She's become so professional over the years. I, on the other hand, am not so professional. I try, but I just feel like it's okay. I'm a talking head. We're having a conversation. I hope you don't mind. It's like having tea, right? We're just sitting and talking about the things that are bugging you. Pardon me, Larry?
Guess what?
Oh, guess what? The man is here to ask questions about what we need to do in our RV. So sometimes they come to your RV. So he's coming in now. I'm going to have to leave you, my precious friends. I hope we talked enough about Zone 3. I apologize for the interruption. However, you got to do certain things, and this is what we're doing. So have a wonderful day. I love you very much. And always remember that you are beautiful. So be beautiful.
We put
Bye.
this plate up, Kat.